friends. It is October 31st, the day before National Novel Writing Month starts. If you're not sure what that is, don't worry. I didn't either until last year. My sister was telling me how she was going to be doing this challenge called NaNoWriMo. Basically, you take an idea that maybe you've had for a novel or a book, and you spend the whole month of November trying to hit a 50,000 word count on this novel, hopefully finishing it. So she told me this last year, and I was like, that sounds so fun, except she told me like the day before. I was like, I'm just gonna write something. And so I picked something out of thin air. I had no idea where I wanted the storyline to go or the characters to go, but I finished it. I did 50,000 words of a novel last year, and it's done. It's not very good, but I did it. So this year I was kind of toying with the idea of, do I want to do this again? Do I want to try my hand at writing another 50,000 words for a new novel? It wasn't until the beginning of this week that I got this amazing idea for a novel, and I was like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it right. So I've spent the last 2 or 3 days writing out a novel outline and doing character summaries and trying to decide like what idea I want to open my novel with, but it's loosely based on a true story. I should say inspired by a true story. Legally, I feel like that's probably the best bet. Anyways, I came with this idea and I'm super duper excited about it, and I have the outline finished, but I figured I would take you guys along with me during the month of November, share with you the process of doing the National Novel Writing Month Challenge of 50,000 words, and I'm super excited. It was so fun to do last year. The whole point of me doing it was because I wanted to do something that was creative, that was just for fun. Writing is very similar to songwriting. It's just extending the story by longer than 3 minutes. So I'm excited to do this. I'm really excited about my idea. We'll see. But yeah, here's my outline. So I have prologue, kind of a note for that, character, work home, play. I have 2 different storylines that I'm thinking about going with. So like I said, it would be loosely based on a true story that I heard about on a ghost tour. Tomorrow I will begin writing. I just have to pick which idea that I want like the opening scene to be. So stay tuned. Good morning, guys. It's November 1st, which means I have to get started writing today. Thank you, Huckleberry. That's enough. I have my little co-writing buddy with me. I'm a little nervous though because I have to pick which opening scene I want to kind of begin the book with, and it's so important because you got to pick something interesting that makes people want to keep reading. I wrote out like 10 different ideas and I can't make up my mind. I'm not going to get anything done today if he keeps doing this. I wrote out 10 different ideas for scenes that could open the book, and I'm still really trying to figure out which one I want to go with. Hopefully I will decide that before this afternoon. It's super dreary, so maybe I'll go to a coffee shop later because this is going to be super distracting if I try to come home and write after work. What you think? You ready to write a novel? Are you going to help me? Just pick which one you want, Huckleberry. Can you just like nose the one? Lick the number? Oh, okay. Day 1. Okay, so I have a day 1 update. I think I've written half of my chapter 1, and I'm really excited about the scene that I chose to open this book. Whew, it started, the ball is rolling. Let's keep writing. time to do a leg stretch. It is November 4th, and I am now 10,471 words in. I've written 4 chapters, feeling really good, and I'm only 4 days into November. So hyperfixation is real, but I just wanted to share this update with you guys. I've also sent a couple of my chapters to some friends, and I sent them to my parents, and I just had to share this because I thought it was hilarious. So I sent the chapters that I've written to my parents, and they just read the prologue, which is like 2 paragraphs maybe. It's like a placeholder prologue. They called me and they're just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. It's like we're reading a real book. And then my dad sent me some videos from the Misery movie. He's like, I'm your biggest fan. You've got to write more. So that's where I'm at. Parents are supportive. So far, my friend that's read it, she said she really likes it. So I think I'm on to something, guys. Feeling good. Talk to me this weekend when I'm singing some shows and trying to do this and keep up my word count. We'll see how I feel then. But as of November 4th, feeling good, feeling hopeful, excited. I'm probably also wearing the same shirt I wore in my videos from the other day because I am just obsessed with this Creep It Real shirt. And little hint here, this actually tells you a little bit about my story. Just saying. All right, 4 days in, 10,471 words. Let's keep going. Huckleberry, what you thinking about my writing so far? He's unimpressed. Good morning. I have been writing a little bit every single morning since the time changed because instead of waking up at 7, which was my normal schedule over the last few months, I'm waking up at 6 now. So I have all this time before work and I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit down and actually write out some of these chapters. So I wanted to share a little bit of so far like the routine I've fallen into with this. I was telling my mom how I have like this outline and I know where the story's gonna go and I know like the beats that I want to hit along the way. Like how I'm gonna get from each beat to each beat. I was kind of like, I'm just gonna, at night when I go to bed, I'm just gonna lay down and close my eyes and dream like where I want the story to go. And I dream up like 5 different scene scenarios or possibilities of what I want to write. And then I'll sit down in the morning, and if I still remember some of them, I'll sit down and write them. One of my new coping mechanisms to fall asleep is dreaming up scenes and different possibilities for what the character could do in the next chapter. And then I wake up and I write it. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I kind of wasn't sure what I wanted to do for this next chapter. I'm on chapter 5 now. I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with it. So I laid in bed last night, thought up a bunch of different ideas, and then I sat down this morning, and so far morning writing has been the best way to go. Because if I get in bed at night, now that it's like dark at 4:30, my brain feels a little jumbled, but I'm feeling good. I have 13,619 words. I'm writing chapter 5, feeling good. And it's a little bit like windy, kind of overcast, partly sunny, but that's the update for this morning. We'll see how it goes. This is what I do in between sets. I write a little bit at a time because it's National Novel Writing Month and I have to.
Okay, you want to sit down somewhere?
Hi guys, it is officially November 30th, the final day of National Novel Writing Month, and I am ashamed to say I didn't hit 50,000 words this year, but I think I got close to like 36,000 and something. I'll have to check and show you guys where I'm at in my novel. But what can I say? November ended up being a super busy month. Thanksgiving was later, and I ended up doing 2 vintage market weekends, which is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday of singing. And in between the singing, I would like sit at this little table and try to get my word count in for the day. And I didn't always hit that goal, obviously, otherwise I would have 50,000 words. But I did have a goal of making sure I updated my word count every single day in November, even if I didn't hit the goal for the day. And I did do that, so I'm very proud. And I also did more prep work this year. I actually wrote an outline. I actually planned out where I wanted the story to go. And I'm gonna continue writing into December and January until I finish the novel. So I'm not completely done, but it's been so fun to challenge myself with National Novel Writing Month. If you've not heard of it, look it up. Go to NaNoWriMo. It's super fun. You can make an account for free. And next year, if you wanna join in, you can create a little challenge for yourself to write. Doesn't have to be a novel. It could be a short story or journaling even. I'd just write, you know? But I really suggest looking it up. It's so much fun to do that challenge for the month of November. I'm just really proud of myself for writing a little bit every day and trying my best, and I'm gonna continue on with this story, but this finally comes to a close, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the little random clips here and there of me working on this. Also, shout out to my friend Erica Latza, who was a wonderful test reader. I would send her chapters and she would be like, yes, this makes sense, or oh my gosh, I wanna know what happens. So I really appreciate her for reading my story. Goodbye November, hello December. And I hope you guys have enjoyed all of the little random clips of me writing National Novel Writing Month. So here's to hitting 50,000 words at some point.